Hey guys, this is Ada coming in to do a video on Ashwaghanda. I have two different brands here. I have Springback Valley brand, and this one I picked up at Walmart. And I have My Kind Organics, and this one I got from the health food store. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna, try to do the best I can and, tell you what my experience is off the top of my head. First of all, my name is Ada, and I am a counselor. I was working as a therapist for a few years, and now I'm just a stay-at-home person. Um, and so when you talk about stress and anxiety and depression, I'm very familiar with that. So, I feel somewhat qualified to talk about, stress and anxiety and the effects it have on our body. But specifically today, I'm just going to talk about two specific, one specific herb that may, help you counter the effects of stress on your body. Okay, my personal experience is I've always had a level of social anxiety. At first I thought I was just extremely shy and then, want to perform around people because I'm very talkative, you know. But, in front of crowds or whatever, I tend to kind of shrink back. So as I got older, whatever, I've had my experience with different types of antidepressants and things that I thought, would help, me calm down. Not really understanding how anxiety worked, because, back in the day when I came up, people would say, oh, she just nervous. They just, got a nervous condition. But at the time, we had very little information on what anxiety and panic disorder was. But anyway, needless to say, after having years of experiencing, panic, anxiety, maybe taking an antidepressant on and off, I started studying natural medicine and natural things to help, with anxiety. And so through the years, I've experimented with various things. One of the first things I started taking, I think, to help heal the brain was like fish oil. And that was kind of back before it was really popular, it was just kind of coming out. And I also started using like vitamin D. And, I can honestly say that all that stuff helps. It helps, it helped my ADD, I was ADD too, it helped that. It helped my memory. It helped a lot of things. But like I say, today I just want to talk about the ashwagandha and my experience. Now, my son, who has similar issues with anxiety, he kind of introduced me to some of this stuff over in the Ayurvedic community as far as natural supplements that can help with these issues. But anyway, he experimented and, he kind of introduced me to some of the stuff. So, like I say, I guess it's been a few years since I started experiment with gold cola and ashwagandha. And currently, I'm taking this. I've taken it on and off. But then I went through a little phase where I was having a lot of issues and I stopped taking all natural medicines because, I didn't know if it was contributing to my issues, which it wasn't. I can say that. But what this has helped me with during the time I was working in a group home and I was having, some issues with the social anxiety and I had to do a lot of things, with the public and I had to go to meetings and do things and, I found that this helped a lot. And when I started taking it consistently, I could actually do things that I wasn't able to do before. So I do know, if you're consistent with it, it will help calm the anxiety and the stress. It'll bring it way down. So that's my experience with it. Um, this one is an 800 milligram tablet that you take a day. Some people take as much as 1,500. It just depends on the person's needs. Yeah, but I would, like to say that I'm not a doctor or medical professional, so I can't really give you medical advice. But what I can do is tell you to do your own research, and if you think it's something that may help you, go for it. Try it. And if you're on a medication or what have you, run it by your doctor. If you're on a physician's care, run it by your doctor. But the disclaimer is, I can't give you medical advice. So, this one is 600 milligrams, and I took this one for a little while, which it's a 2 month supply in this bottle. And like I said, I picked that one up from the health food store. It was a little bit more expensive, but it is helpful. You know, it helped lower your cortisol. Well, what I was understand help balance this cortisol, because sometimes people don't have enough cortisol and may be, you know, having issues with the adrenals and have really low cortisol, and then sometimes you may have too high. You know, and if you tend to accumulate fat around the middle, you may have too much cortisol. You know, so this will help balance that out, and it'll help your body adapt to stress. So, um, you know, it may be something you want to try. But like I say, do your own research. Don't take my word for it. You know, since, you know, I'm not a medical professional and I don't give medical advice. But anyway, let me read you some of the benefits of ashwagandha that people have experienced, and there's been clinical studies. Okay, people have used it to boost their immune system. You know, if you have a low immune system, it's a good thing to help boost it. You know, what I would think, if you have an overactive immune system, it may actually balance things out, calm it down some, since it's an adaptogen and it does what your body, you know, it helps with what your body need help with. Okay, some of the other benefits, um, it's been helpful with pain, rheumatoid arthritis, gastrointestinal disorders, skin infection, ataxia, diabetes, high cholesterol, Parkinson's disease. Okay, and like the benefits are, it helps with anxiety, thyroid problems, weight loss, muscle strength and recovery, memory, and it does have may have some possible side effects like blurry vision. It may elevate your testosterone level, and they do advise that people who are pregnant or nursing not take ashwagandha. And so if you have autoimmune disease or rheumatoid arthritis, they're saying you may need to check with your physician. And so there have been studies done with each of these problems, and they found that in the group that took the ashwagandha as opposed to the placebo, it helped them. You know, there was a percentage of people that it helped when they took the ashwagandha, and the people who took the placebo didn't get the same benefits. Um, so, with anxiety, there was a study done by the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine in 2014, and the result was there were 5 studies found that the treatment with ashwagandha resulted in clinically significant reductions in scores on scales measuring anxiety and stress. So, in 5 different studies, ashwagandha was shown to reduce stress, anxiety, and stress. So that you know, there's clinical evidence that it does help. Okay, with thyroid problem, there was another study done with 600 milligrams of ashwagandha. There was a group of 50 patients treated with that had subclinical hypothyroidism, and they were given 600 milligrams of ashwagandha root extract a day. And there was a group treated with a placebo. And what they found, the treated group has clinically significant improvements in their serum thyroid stimulate hormone. So it actually helped boost their thyroid where it will function properly. Okay, and there was a study done on a weight loss group. And what happened, the Journal of Evidence-Based Complementary and Alternative Medicine did a study where the adults who were given the ashwagandha, they experienced less food cravings. There were improvements in body weight, body mass index, their reactive eating, the cortisol levels leveled out, and they felt well-being and happiness, as opposed to people who were given the placebo. Okay, muscle strength and recovery. The group that was given the ashwagandha experienced and increasing muscle strength on the bench press and leg extensions. So there was some improvement in the group that was actually given the ashwagandha as opposed to the people who were given the placebo. And they was given the ashwagandha for 8 weeks, and there was some improvement. So you have to take it for a while to see results. And memory has been shown that ashwagandha helped improve memory. And they had 50 subjects that were given 300 milligram of ashwagandha root, and there were 50 that were given the placebo. And what happened at the end of 8 weeks, the people that were given the ashwagandha had improvements with their memory and their executive function. So I would think that it may help with people who have ADHD and have issues with their executive function or their frontal lobe. So, and there are possible side effects. So, they don't seem to be anything drastic, but if you're taking any medications or you're under physician care, it would be wise, to check with your physician to let them know, what you're taking. And of course, the disclaimer is I'm not a medical professional, so I can't give medical advice. And now I just talked about ashwagandha today, but there's several adaptogens that's out there that you might want to study up on and, see if find the one that's right for you. Because there's ginseng, there's kava kava, there's gotu kola, there's astragalus, there's a lot of, and there's rhodiola. There's a lot of adaptogens, but you have to find the one that you feel, is going to be beneficial to you. So if this video has been helpful to you, please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for tuning in for my review on ashwagandha.